Spending goal in your Amazon FBA online arbitrage business is holding you back. So in today's video, I'm going to explain to you why it's holding you back and what I am going to do instead of, trying to reach a spending goal, a daily spending goal every single day, right? Before we start, we have a Discord server for this channel, best place to meet other sellers, best place to ask any questions you may have about Amazon. I'm always hanging out over there. I'm always answering questions. I'm answering all the questions that come on the server. So yeah, join the server and, meet new friends selling on Amazon. All right. So why do I say that spending goals, daily spending goals are holding you back? I believe that, if when you reach a certain point and, you need to spend upward of $1,000 a day, it starts to get way harder to spend that money on really high return on investment stuff, right? And because of that, you need to sacrifice return on investment just to be able to spend money every day, right? But is spending money every day really necessary at the end of the day? Spending goals are super great for beginners because it gets you in the habit of looking for leads every single day, of placing orders, and on building your knowledge and stuff. But like at one point, your sphere of competency is limited. I consider that I know a lot about sales cycle and stuff, but like it's still pretty limited. I don't know everything that's going on everywhere, and I cannot check everywhere. I know my stuff, and I add to what I know every single day. But with what I know from the website that I know, I had a point where I had to expand because my sourcing methods were not giving me enough leads, right? And I had to expand, find out new websites, find out new sourcing strategies. But some days, there's really not a lot of stuff where you can find great return on investment from what and you need to expand what you know, but it only expands, at a certain pace. You cannot know every single retailer sales cycle. You cannot know it. You cannot know them all, and you cannot learn about them all in just 1 week. It takes time. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm not really going to follow a strict spend goal. I'm gonna allocate a part of my daily budget to test new leads, right? So maybe 15%, 20% just to test new leads, right? So for example, if I have a daily spend goal, so if my daily spend goal today is $1,000, I'm gonna keep 20% of that, and the 20% is strictly going to be to test new leads, right? It's okay if the leads are not at a great return on investment. Like by great, I mean above like 80%, above 70%. It's okay if it's under, it's okay if it's 50, 40%, 30%, it's okay. But the rest of my money, I will keep it for whenever a sale, like I'm gonna stack up the money for when a sale hit on products that I know, right? So I'm gonna let it stack because it happens to me too often where, I had a daily spend goal, I'm spending money every day, and my goal is to bring the money on my account the lowest as possible, right? And it happened to me too many times, I should say, when, I try to spend money every day, and then a one-day sale hit on a website that I know, on products that I know that are super profitable, and I only have $1,000 to spend on that sale. While if I stacked up on my money, I would have been able to spend $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, who knows, on those products that I know, right? And I would have made way more money because, it's a one-day sale. The return on investment will be greater because it's not something that comes, all the time. So it happened to me too many times. The opposite also happened where, I said, what, let me sit on my money for the weekend and let me wait until Monday to see if there's new stuff. And it happened actually this week, and there's 2 sales that are going on right now that I really know well and that I can go deep into inventory with. So I'm going to be able to spend a lot of money this week because I sat on my money for the weekend until Friday. So I have more money to play with, right? So it's all the daily spends goal are really good if you are beginning because it gets you into the habit of spending money every single day, of looking for leads every single day. But at one point, it's starting to get counterproductive, right? And for that reason, this is why I'm going to move from that and move to, just spending a little bit, because you always need to test new leads, right? You cannot just sit on what you know, right? You need to expand your sphere of competency a little bit every day. And this is what I'm going to do with just 20%, like maybe 15%, 20% of my current daily spend goal. I'm going to try to test new lead every single day, but this is going to be a minimum part of my capital, right? Of the money I have, of my cash flow. Most of my money, I'm going to focus right now, most of my money, and it's all about the 80-20 rule, right? I'm going to focus 80% of my money on those 20% of leads that really sell fast, that I really know and that are super good. And like, I'm going to reserve 20% of my money on the 80% of the rest, right? The remaining, like the 20%. I'm sorry, I'm gonna reserve 20% of my money for the remainder 80%, right? That is testing new leads and stuff, because I have a lot of leads that I haven't tested yet still. But you know, with that, I'm gonna be able to test the best lead and stuff. But I'm really trying to focus 80% of my money on the 20% of super good leads, right? That I know and that may not be available all the time, but whenever they become available, I'll be able to go and dive deep into it. So I believe that this is going to be able to increase my average return on investment, because my average return on investment was super good when I had less money. And the more money I get, the more money I need to spend every day, the more it goes down, especially since I'm focusing on really fast selling products. But I really think that it's the way forward for me, and I think it may be the way forward for a lot of you guys as well, that are already at this point, that are already above me, or that are getting to this point as well, right? So that's today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments. How do you spend your money? How do you structure your spending? And join the Discord server. I'll see you over there. Watch these other videos on the screen if you want to keep learning about Amazon. I'll see you tomorrow. I release a new video every single day, by the way. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.